Torching the road in these Gucci flames. Stuck to the pavement, they glued. I'm 2.5 million in the venue and 2,500 a tube. I'm cold like I'm sick with the flu. I cover my face and I'm spring summer 2002. Yeah, please don't touch my ride. In the grass, Teddy, with the Teddy. Quick with the hands ready. Please don't touch my ride. Shirt off on cam, ready.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Colts going up against the Dolphins.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. It's the former Hurricane great, Frank Gore. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Second down, Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Brissett being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Margus Hunt able to drop him for a loss of 4. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Cutler. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Margus Hunt in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now, before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one. Never in the history of the NFL, all right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum. Think about that.
Yeah,
all right?
Just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, and we're thinking about the Vikings, for the Saints, what heartbreak.
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation. And the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Brissett. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, 55 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Miami's offense getting ready to come back out onto the field. Take a step back, Charles. You look at the Dolphins in 2017. Look, they were 10-6 in 2016. Many people thought, wow, here we go. 2017 high hopes. They limped to a 6-10 finish, however.
Yeah, and you use the word limped, and it started with the injury to Ryan Tannehill. His knee in preseason, in camp, and then they decided to bring in Jay Cutler. That didn't work the way they expected to work at the quarterback position. Jay Ajayi was a Pro Bowl, well over 1,000-yard runner the year before. The chemistry wasn't right. He gets traded to Philadelphia midseason. And Jarvis Landry, over 100 catches this year, but yards per catch, well below 10 yards. So when you add it all together, not what they expected on the offensive side of the ball.
Now Drake, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on. Then Jay Ajayi goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade.
And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped him in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018. See if they give him a little competition at that spot.
They'll send Parker in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Al Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. second down. Cutler. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Al Woods in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be. Now the Indianapolis Colts finished 3-13 in 2017 as their offense comes back out onto the field. Yeah, you mentioned earlier the offensive line maybe needing some help. Look at all the times that Jacoby Brissett was sacked. I think he said it 52 times. They need maybe some more assistance, though, than just the O-line.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The defense was stop a few people as well. And one GM in the league has told me consistently over time, Davis, it's always going to be a big man's game. They need some big people to fill those roles and start to help this team out.
You mean literally big people?
I'm talking big people, offensive, defensive linemen to help them transform.
We're set on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. And they're just big. They're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. On second down, here's Cutler. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He is, by the way, Jarvis Landry, the man who led the NFL in receptions this last year, 112 of them.
The only issue for him, because he did put it in the end zone 9 times, and people fear him as a running back after he catches the ball, he only averaged 8.8 yards per catch, and that's really down for him. Normally, he gets more after it, but boy, he is a catch machine in the short career he's had.
Also had a career-high 9 touchdowns in 2017, more than the last 2 years combined. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, it's Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know,
and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Anthony Fasano from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Set now on second down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just over.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Again, running right, Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Cutler. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now it's Cutler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Parkey's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 19. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw is Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Throwing, Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On first down, it's Gore. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw, Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 34-yard line. Oh, the a handoff. It's Gore. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ndamukong Suh forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Brissett sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Back now in Miami. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now Cutler looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down at 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, 51 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Caught left side by Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. The Fasano here brings it in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, Brissett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now to put some...